Hello again everyone. Instead of building something, today let's take a look at 10 cheap gear hacks I use for mountain, cyclocross and road biking. Some of these are hacks and tips, and some are cheap gear alternatives to avoid paying a premium for something cycling specific without it being rubbish. First up is this bum bag I picked up from Mountain Warehouse for £10 a few years ago. When you consider that some of the likes of Camelback and Evok can reach £80, this is a no-brainer. But Joe, those expensive bum bags come with hydration bladders and look cooler. Yeah, okay, but you can still pay £40 to £50 for a directly comparable mountain bike specific bag. I can easily fit everything I need for riding here: puncture repair kit, multi-tool, tyre sealant, spare tube, tyre plugs, food, glue, extra 300 ml lightweight chili in winter. You get the point. This is a great product that I use on almost every ride and performs as well as branded products costing many times more. Next, as I mentioned in the first hack, I carry food in my bag in the form of a snack bar and sugar tabs. You can get these bars in a multi-pack from supermarkets for the same price as a gel, and the sugar tabs cost less than £1 for about 20 tabs that I use for racing and emergencies.
Oh, that's better.
I've started riding on the road a lot more and wanted to get some fingerless road gloves. Remember this box of old gloves we have, where I've worn through the fingertips, but the palm is still good? To really get my money's worth, I cut the fingers off this pair, then glued the frayed ends to stop them falling apart, and now they work great as road gloves. Just leave them there. On the subject of gloves, I've been using these work gloves for shorter rides. For those of you who prefer gloves with thinner palms for more sensitivity, these are great. They come in a load of colours, are abrasion resistant, and if you do crash badly wearing them, they don't cost much to replace. On the subject of appropriating workwear for cycling, I've been using safety glasses like these since forever. You can pay over £200 for some bling Oakley glasses, but why spend loads of money on something that will only get scratched?
Even today, when it's 20 degrees outside, and I'm going for it, they haven't steamed up, they don't fall off, they don't look too awful.
And with the money you save, you can buy a second pair for sunny days. This next hack is a cheap upgrade for the colour coordinated equivalents of weight weenies out there. Namely, coloured cable ties, cable crimps, and valve caps to add a few style points on the cheap. Shout out to Louis for sharing his red and gold anodised highlights on his Rord XC bike. These Velcro straps came in the packaging of a new bike. You can pick up long lengths of hook and loop online for not very much at all. They're a good alternative to expensive options like so-called enduro straps, and are great for securing things like inner tubes, pumps and tools to your bike if you ride packless. When you take the rear wheel out of your bike, either to fit it in a car or to do maintenance work, you don't want your chain and rear mech flapping about. To stop this, you can put your rear axle back in and loop the chain around the axle, keeping the drivetrain taut and less likely to get damaged. This hack has the added benefit of making sure you can't forget or lose your rear axle. Cable ties are lightweight and incredibly useful, and it always pays to have a few on hand in case of emergency. I like to take inspiration from the fork plug and one-up components by stashing some in my fork steerer tube and crankshaft shell. When you get a new bike, you want it to look fresh for as long as possible. To protect my frame from debris and heel rub, I bought this roll of clear Gorilla Tape to coat commonly damaged areas. This will protect the down and seat tubes from rocks, and the chainstays from my awkward duck ankles. You can get this done professionally, but it's not too difficult to do yourself. So there you have my Seth's Bike Hacks style video. I really enjoyed making this video, and as I've said before, this channel will most likely head away from carpentry and more towards bikes. Shout out to my friend Jess, and thanks again to Louis for sharing his bike. If you enjoyed this video, I have plans for a sequel, so stay tuned. Thank you.